Once upon a time, there was a mother goat who lived in a cozy little cottage at the edge of a forest. She had 7 young kids, and she loved them more than anything in the world. One morning, the mother goat had to go into town to buy food. Before she left, she gathered her 7 kids close and said, "My dear children, I must go out. Be careful of the wolf. He is clever and dangerous. If he comes here, do not open the door for him." The kids nodded seriously. "How will we know it's the wolf?" they asked. "You will know by his voice and his paws," their mother replied. "His voice is rough and growly, and his paws are black. If anyone knocks, do not open the door until you are sure." With that, the mother goat kissed each child on the head and left. Not long after, there came a loud knock at the door. "Open up," called a deep, rough voice. "I am your mother, and I've brought you something good." The 7 kids looked at each other and whispered, "That is not our mother. Our mother's voice is soft." "That voice is rough. It's the wolf." So they called back, "We won't open the door. You are not our mother." The wolf growled under his breath, annoyed. He went away to a shop and bought a big piece of chalk. Then he chewed the chalk until his voice became lighter and sweeter. He returned and knocked again. "Open up, my dear children," he said in a gentle voice. "It's your mother, and I've brought you something good." The kids hesitated. This time the voice sounded kind, but they remembered their mother's warning and said, "Show us your paws at the window first." The wolf stretched his paw to the window. The kids saw it and cried, "No, your paws are black. You are the wolf." Angry again, the wolf ran to the miller and said, "Dust my paws with flour. Make them look white." The miller was frightened and did as the wolf demanded. Soon the wolf's paws were white as snow. For a third time, the wolf knocked. "Open up, my dear children," he said sweetly. "It's your mother. I'm home." "Show us your paws." The kids called Dot the wolf, lifted his flour-covered paw to the window. The kids saw the white paw and believed him. They unlatched the door Dot in an instant. The wolf pushed his way inside. The 7 kids screamed and scattered in every direction, trying to hide. One jumped under the table. Another crawled beneath the bed. A third hid behind the stove. The fourth squeezed into the kitchen cupboard. The 5th ducked into a laundry basket. The 6th hid behind a curtain, and the 7th, the smallest, slipped quietly into the tall case of the grandfather clock and held his breath. The wolf hunted through the cottage, finding one kid after another. One by one, he swallowed 6 of them whole. Then, satisfied and heavy, he lay down on the floor and fell into a deep, noisy sleep. A little later, the mother goat returned. She reached the door and immediately felt something was wrong. The house was too silent. She rushed in and saw the mess chairs knocked over, the curtains swaying, and signs of fear everywhere. "My children," she cried. "Where are you?" But no one answered Dot. She searched everywhere. Under the table, under the bed, behind the stove, in the cupboard, in the basket. Each hiding place was empty. Her heart sank Dot. Then she heard a tiny trembling voice from the corner. "Mother, I'm in the clock." The smallest kid stepped out, shaking. Through tears, he told her what had happened. The mother goat was heartbroken, but she noticed the wolf lying there, sleeping heavily, his belly round and full. She leaned close and listened. From inside the wolf's belly, she could faintly hear soft voices like her children whispering. Hope returned like a warm flame. She quickly brought scissors and needle and thread. Very carefully, she snipped open the wolf's belly just enough to help her children escape. One by one, the 6 kids climbed out alive, frightened but safe. The mother goat hugged them all, overjoyed. "Now, be quiet," she whispered. "We must teach the wolf a lesson." She told the kids to gather heavy stones from outside. Together, they gently placed the stones inside the wolf's belly, where the children had been. Then the mother goat stitched the opening closed as neatly as she could. When the wolf finally woke up, he felt strange, heavier than ever. His throat was dry, and he thought, I need water. He stumbled toward the well behind the cottage. But the stones inside him made him wobble and sway. When he leaned over the well to drink, the weight pulled him forward, and he tumbled in with a great splash. The mother goat and her 7 kids watched from a safe distance. At last, they knew the wolf could never harm them again. That evening, the cottage was warm and bright. The mother goat served a simple meal, and the kids stayed close to her side. And from that day on, the 7 little kids always remembered, never open the door unless you were truly sure who was knocking.